Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of my Minecraft Let's Play. So as you can see, I flattened out my little mountain top over here, and this is because this is my outline for the starter base, or the main base now that I'm going to be creating. And if I swivel around a little bit here, you can see that I've actually done a little bit of work on it already. I've picked the sort of main block types that I want to go with. I think the stone, brick and acacia sort of go really well together, and they act as a nice foundation for the dark oak above, and it sort of adds a little split to the build. And I've also made a little bit of a basement here. This is mainly so that I can store all of my items a little bit out of the way, and it's meant I can organise my stuff so I'm not searching for ages just trying to find one item. And I've got a few furnaces because, as you can see, there was stone brick involved quite mainly in this project, and I have to smelt that, and that takes quite a long time, which is a bit irritating, but I did do some mining, so I've got quite a bit of coal, so hopefully I will have enough stone for this project. But knowing me, I've completely underestimated what I'm going to need, and it's going to be really sad because I'm going to have to go and get so much more. It's quite a big sort of outline, but I think once the walls are all built up, it will look quite good. My plan is to make a sort of balcony out here, so you can sort of overlook the cow farm, the nice view in the distance. I'll probably have some supports coming out. I don't know what I'm going to put on there, maybe a hot tub. Who knows? I've not decided yet. I really don't know what I'm even going to put in this house. I don't know if I want to go for sort of a normal rooms, lounge, kitchen, dining room with furniture and stuff, or if I want to go for something more practical, like an enchantment room, smelting room and stuff. But this is the plan. I did sort of record myself make this, but I kind of decided that there's not much point because I was going really slowly and tediously placing blocks, and I just sort of felt that it was really boring and there was not much point of me showing that. And, you know, it's much better to see this awesome progress. You wouldn't have expected it, seeing as I really haven't done any work on the starter base in the first 2 episodes at all, even though I kept saying I would, so I thought it's about time that I get myself a nice little house. Considering I've got such a fancy cow farm over there, I may as well have an actual place to stay. And yeah, I think it's going to be quite good when it's done, but it's probably going to be quite a lot of work. I also did remove my chicken farm because the amount of times I fell in there and died was ridiculous, and also I have a lot of eggs. Like, I have more eggs than I'm ever going to need. I can't imagine I'm going to go through all of these eggs ever, and if I do make another chicken farm, I don't think all of those eggs will actually be able to be hatched, because then they'll start despawning. So I'm pretty sorted, and I've got all my food over there in that little pen, ready to be killed when needed. I do also need a wheat farm, which I might do in this episode. It depends how much work I get done on the house, or if I want to sort of take a break from it and sort of do some other kind of project, and I might make a wheat farm because, well, I can't breed the cows if I don't have wheat, and I don't really have a big supply of it anymore. I had tons from the village, but it all turned into bread, and it's gone now. There is some wheat down there, but probably not enough to last me that long. Now, I definitely didn't think through this outline because this pattern will not fit around here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I didn't want to just have a huge square. I sort of wanted to have it sort of bending round like this, so it sort of fit the shape of the mountain, but yeah, it's not going to be easy to make this pattern work. I'm going to have to do quite a bit of trial and error here. Okay, so this is sort of the pattern that I've come up with here. I think it follows the theme here quite well. It was sort of difficult because of how sort of drastically the shape changes, but I think the sort of like 2 stone acacia sort of pattern is repeated, but it just sort of does sort of swap round a bit towards the end. I'm not sure how I'm going to blend the top bit because that's a little bit more sort of finicky with the cobblestone stairs and trapdoors. So that's going to be interesting, but as a sort of the foundation, I think that's going to look quite well all the way around. So I've managed to build it up a little bit more. I think it looks okay. The issue is there I can't place the trapdoor like I have done for all of the others. I don't know if that looks bad or if it looks okay. It's because if I placed the trapdoor there, then there'd be the block behind, so it wouldn't be permanently sort of like out one more. So I'm not sure. That's how I sort of did the joining between the walls. I think it looks okay. I might tweak it a little bit, but I think I'm probably going to try and run this all the way around just to see how that looks. That was probably the most finicky and difficult part. Like, this is just a straight line. There's a tiny bit of a curve here, and again just another straight line, and then this is more of a box, so it's more like, you know, straight line, straight line, straight line. So it shouldn't take me too long to do. I definitely won't have enough materials though, based on how much this has taken me. I'm definitely going to need to get more acacia wood as well, but thankfully we've got quite a lot over here, and our little tree farm over there is doing pretty well for growing the acacia trees. Alright guys, so I have managed to build this all the way around now, and I think it looks okay. It took me quite a while to do because it was a little bit finicky sorting out the bends and stuff, but I think that looks alright. I still have to build the walls up, and there's a lot more to do for this project, but in terms of the foundation, I think it looks pretty good. I have added in all of these stairs. You might have noticed in the other clip I hadn't done it for there, but that is done now. I've also finished all of the digging out here, which took quite a while actually, and I tried to fill it in with spruce, but I did not have enough. It's not too big of a deal though, because I won't be just having spruce as the floor. I just thought I'd put it in as sort of like a filler for now, so it looks okay. There was an accident with the horse died. I was destroying the floor, and the horse was still attached to this, and it seems like he just wanted to keep bouncing up and down here, and he kept taking full damage, and yeah, he died, so I had to trail out and get a new horse. But whilst I was doing that, I thought, perfect opportunity, I'm going to get myself some dogs, and I have got 2 little puppies here. So one of them's got a blue collar and one's got a red collar. I don't know what I'm going to name them yet, but that's basically all that's happened since my last cut. It has actually been quite a few days since then though. This has taken a little bit longer, and I've not had as much time as I thought I had, which is kind of making me think I might just put this project on hold for this episode, because we have made quite a bit of progress on the start home compared to what it was at, and so we're sort of going in a direction, and that'll give me a little bit more time to sort of think about what I want to do with it, instead of just rushing ahead and making something which looks bad, in which I'm then going to have to just tear it down and waste more time. So my plan is for this episode is to start something new and something more interesting, and then next episode I'll hopefully have this finished or finish it off in the episode. But what project do I want to do? Oh yeah, also I thought whilst I'm working in this area, may as well get some reeds automatically, so I made this little thing here with observers and a piston to get myself some sugarcane. Yeah, it's really bad. I didn't realise how poorly sugarcane grew. I mean, like, it's terrible. It really is awful. But I have managed to get quite a bit from my sugarcane over in the distance over there. Over here, which I've also extended around all the way to the edges. Oh, there's a travelling trader over here. I mean, that's pretty bad. I do want a sea pickle, but I'm not paying 2 emeralds for it. But yeah, so this is basically all that I got done. I do also want to decorate my cow farm over there, and I did go on a creative world and I started testing out some designs. I want to make a ginormous cow, but I can't just copy the default cow, because unfortunately that's an odd number and mobs in this game are even, so I'm not going to be able to make it exactly like the normal cow. And all of the designs that I sort of made looked so derpy that I just could not face it. And I will need a sheep farm before I actually start the project anyway, but that is something for the future. I'm thinking for this episode I want to make a wheat farm. Possibly. I don't know how I'm going to do it though. I also want to make a mob farm, but I feel like that's probably something best to do sort of for a whole episode rather than just like a little side thing. So I'm going to make a wheat farm, I think. I do definitely need to make one because I cannot breed my cows, and my ginormous beef supply is slowly diminishing, and I want it back because I love having tons on tons of beef. And I'm going to sleep because those mobs are going to start invading me, and I do not want to have 1,000 creeper explosions because for some reason they are like attracted to me like a magnet. The amount of creepers that follow me and come into this house is just insane. But I need to find a place for my wheat farm, and I'm guessing it's probably best to do it around here, like, you know, keep all my farms together. but I'm not sure where. Or I could do it underground, but I kind of like having all my things on display, so I'm thinking that could be a good spot for it over there. And then leave sort of these areas open for other mob farms, like a sheep farm or something like that. Oh, this guy, he's not invisible anymore. I don't even know why he was invisible. Okay, so, maybe it's, do you reckon they go invisible at night so the zombies don't kill them? That's probably not a bad idea. Okay, anyway, I've never paid attention to that before. Okay, so I'm just going to scout out this area over here and see if we can find a spot for it. I also need to get materials to build it with. I don't know if I've said, but I also took the back off of this because the cows were getting stuck for some reason when they were going up on the walls. I'm not sure why. It was really inconsistent. Like every, maybe, I don't know, something like every 10th send through, one of the cows will just die. And the issue is, if you don't notice, the minecart doesn't make it up. And then they all start piling up and dying. And before you know it, you've literally killed an entire row of cows. And it takes quite a while to sort of get them all back in there. So, not good. But this looks like a pretty decent spot for a wheat farm. And I'm going to get quite a few seeds as well from clearing out this stupid grass. I kind of want to make an automatic thing, but at the same time I don't. I'm not going to make like a automatic villager one yet because I don't have enough villagers. So I think I'm just going to make a basic like water piston clear and then I just replant. I think that's probably the best thing to do. I could use like dispensers and stuff, but there's like so much effort and I kind of just need like a big supply of wheat. So that's probably going to be the best thing to do here. Unfortunately, this horse is so much worse than my other one, but it is better than having to trail on foot all the way up and down that mountain. So I've got myself a couple of resources here. I have noticed a tiny bit of a problem. I've only got 26 redstone, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to wire this up, but I will at least be able to get it to a stage where I have got a lot of seeds planted on a lot of grass blocks and I will be able to harvest those and get wheat, because ultimately that's all I need. I just need to get a lot of wheat so that I can breed my nice little cows over there and I can get some beef, because I don't want to start starving and I don't have that much left. But yeah, so I need to start it over here. I will need to make some dispensers as well, which I haven't yet. So I'm just going to use, let's just use cobble. So pretend this is dispensers, dispensering some nice little bits of dirt. Although, actually, should I use dispensers or should I use pistons? I'll probably use, I don't even know now. Probably cheaper to use dispensers, isn't it? But I don't know if you have enough string for that. Oh, well, I'll decide in a bit anyway. So it's then the water will run 8 blocks. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it will have to drop down. So I need to make sure I'm doing it at a decent height here. I probably should build it up actually. So, and then it's the 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is probably a good size for it. I probably will make a big one in the future. Well, I'm hoping I'll be able to make a load of villager automatic farms, but for now, this is going to be good. I'm also thinking of starting a Skyblock survival series, but a modded one. I'm not sure how that would be received. I think it would be better than a just ordinary Skyblock survival because, I mean, they're good when you start out, but they get extremely boring. And I think the modded aspect will add more challenge to it, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be doing that yet. But that is my plan. I will need to sort of have a look at what the best sort of mods are for sort of Skyblock, but that is my plan to do. I also have a few other ideas because I don't want to just be doing my Let's Play, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think the modded Skyblock is what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, so let's just try this out then. I'm going to need to put some walls up here. I've just got some dark oak because I have an absolute ton of it, and it is probably the easiest wood to farm, I find. Okay, so the water will dispense onto this block, so that's going to be my temporary block that I'm going to be using to show where the dispenser is going to go. So let's just run this down here. I need my axe. axe. Okay. I think that looks decent. I'm not sure about the dark oak though. I kind of feel like I'm making everything out of dark oak and it might look a bit odd, but then again, if I just make it out of like, I don't know, acacia or something, it's going to really look odd, like out of place compared to all my other projects, so I'm not too sure. I really want to make a mob farm as well. I sort of want to make a dark room in the sky. I do have a absolute ton of spawners from that abandoned mine shaft which are quite close together, so I kind of feel like I should probably utilize those, but I really want to just make like a giant dark room, like so the mobs can just fall from the sky and I can just be raining when mob drops. So I don't know what I want to do, but that's kind of my plan. I need to get this done first though. And yeah, another benefit of using dark oak is if I run out of wood, I've got quite a lot of options here to chop down. So I've got myself my infinite water source. Let's just go and place that here just to see that the flow works. Let's just see that the flow works. Oh, I'm seriously gonna have to do that, aren't I? Okay, let's just temporarily. Okay, so that would wash it all down to my hopper, which will be there. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. That's going to give me more than enough wheat, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to really need more than that, as long as I harvest it every so often. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Yeah, one issue, I think I'm going to have to move all of these closer, because if I put the water block behind this piston here, it's not actually going to flow 8 blocks past it, because it will include this as part of its 8 blocks, I think. But I'll just run this here. This is basically all of the pistons that I can, well, I can afford more, but I won't be able to power them, so I don't know how big I want to make this episode, but it will be really easy to just expand when I need to, so that's not too big of a deal. So let's just run this here. Also, I apologise if this seems really rushed. I just really want to get this video out. I have put quite a lot of time into it already with that thing over there, but yeah, I kind of just want to get this done and uploaded so that I can sort of spend a little bit more time in future episodes, because it has been quite a while since my last episode, which I do apologise for. But yeah, sometimes things just take longer than you think. You know, I feel like during this lockdown I've become so addicted to coffee. Like, I've literally been having so much, and my sleeping pattern's been absolutely destroyed. Like, not having a routine is just completely messed up with my sleeping pattern. Like, I can go, like, wake up super late and then stay awake just until like 4 or 5 a.m, which is really irritating, but it's just so hard to fix, like, when you just have no motivation or reason to actually get up. I'm looking for the opposite. I'm pretty sure I oh Jesus Christ. Scared the hell out of me. Okay, how the hell did he get in here? Okay, I don't think he's gonna, I'm gonna use this to kill him because I do need ender pearls. Come on. I stole it, stealing my dirt. Okay, they have a lot more health than I thought. Okay, so we've got an ender pearl. That's actually close to working there. I need repeaters because that's the only way I'm pretty sure I can power my pistons, but I cannot see any repeaters. Okay, I don't think I have any repeaters, do I? Damn it! I was pretty sure I had some left over from the cow farm, but I don't think I do, which means I'm gonna have to make the damn things. I do have stone though, but I really just don't have enough redstone for this. And yeah, I looking at it, I don't think I have enough. No, actually, no. To be fair, I think I do have enough string for the dispensers. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna go for the dispenser route because I just feel like it's gonna be a lot easier to power them all. But I'm gonna use this redstone because it's just ridiculously slow anyway. There's no point me even having this here. And this is why I always tie my horse up, because the damn things just wander off. I've got no idea where the heck he's gone. He must have gone out here somewhere. Or maybe he went into the basement. Yeah, it's so frustrating. That's why you probably noticed I've literally got like fences all over the place so I can constantly tie him up. And oh, for God's sake. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. he literally just came around that corner, so he was obviously just hiding from me, which is a little bit irritating. Yeah, you can see I did actually harvest the wheat that's down there, but that's kind of irritating to do, the way it's like set up there. It takes forever to harvest it and forever to plant it, but that was just so I could breed a few more cows. So I've got a couple of calves plodding around in their little hall over there. Okay, so I've got the resources now to hopefully make some dispensers, unless I've completely forgotten the recipe. And I took a used bow. I don't know if you can make them with used bows, but I'm hoping you can, because otherwise I'm just wasting a bow. Okay. I also got some hoppers because, yeah, I didn't want to have to make them because it's quite a lot of iron actually to make hoppers. It's more than I actually thought it would be. Right, so I need to tear out these dispensers now. Unfortunately, my diamond pick broke. He did me well, but it broke. I also lost my diamond shovel when I was digging out all of the grass for the main base there. Yeah, that was also pretty sad. The good thing about using the dispensers as well is it means that I'm not going to need to change the size of this, because the water will dispense on this block if I put my dispensers down, which I have not crafted yet, so I need to do that. Turns out you can use bows, so anyone wondered, you can do that. So that's probably a good use for all those damn bows you get from mob farms. Literally nearly just made a load of droppers. That would have been really frustrating. You know, I always forget the recipe for bows. I don't know, yeah, it's like that. I always get the sort of the string and the sticks messed around. I don't know how, but I literally always manage to do that. Okay, I do not want to make that many, do I? How many dispensers? Okay, I'm just gonna throw them on the floor for now. Okay, that should be enough, and I've got no space for my sticks. Let's throw the trapdoors out. Okay, so now let's make a ton of dispensers. And then it is the redstone dispenser. Bows. I hate making dispensers. They're just so irritating. Okay, so 9 dispensers. That is more than enough for now. That is all I'm going to use because I do not think I've got enough redstone for now. I'm going to need to do a lot of mining. I've got a ton of iron, but that's literally the only resource that I'm sort of flowing in at the moment. Which is good because it means that we'll be able to sort of push back the iron farm making for a little while. Plus I need to make a breeder for that before I can make the farm anyway. And iron farms take quite a while to make, and I've not done one since all of the new villager mechanics. I'm not 100% sure how I would do it. I kind of want to sort of make my own design rather than just watching some random YouTube video and copying it, but I don't know yet. I will look at that in the future. I need to stop thinking of all of these projects to do, and I'm literally not even finished with this. I swear that's going to be the worst part of this. I'm just going to be just starting projects, not finishing them, just moving on to new things constantly. I just feel like it just keeps the game going, you know, when you keep sort of mixing between projects. Because if you just focus on one thing, I kind of just feel like it just gets a bit dry and tedious, doesn't it? It's sort of imagine I don't know, you sort of spend just 5 episodes just doing one thing, just building one house. I just sort of feel like what do you end up showing? Just constantly placing blocks. Because I kind of don't really enjoy sort of watching that anyway. Hence why I sort of skipped a lot of my building. I sort of tried to sort of show it in stages as it was being built, and then I just sort of stopped because yeah, I don't have enough time. I'm really hoping I can just power it like this, which is a lot nicer than the stupid pistons that we were using before. So I'm just gonna put some random items in there to see if it all works. Please. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, so how does a water bucket work with a dispenser? Is it just being powered twice? And then okay, that works. Let's get the rest of these items out though. My string. I don't know how I've got that much. Oh, do you know what? It'll be from the abandoned mineshaft when I raided that. I obviously got a lot of resources in that, which is pretty good actually. Because string is one of the annoying items to farm. Because you can never find a spider when you want one. Because they don't burn up, so there should be quite a few around here. But I can't see any. And there's no creepers either. I am in hard mode. I've got no idea why there's no creepers around here. I'd have thought at least one of them would be trying to get me, the damn things. Okay. I will need to make quite a lot of water buckets for this. So I think I made 9, didn't I? So I think I'm going to need 8 water buckets. I'm so glad water buckets stack now. It was so frustrating before they did that. I'm seriously trying to craft a bucket in a dispenser. And now I'm using the right item to craft in. I might actually be able to do this. Okay, so there's 8. That's actually really embarrassing. I can't believe I just did that. I won't cut it out because it might be amusing for other people to see me make such a stupid mistake. I mean, I've been playing Minecraft for blimmin' years. I've never tried to craft a bucket in a dispenser before, so I guess even people who've been playing it for a long time still make really, really stupid mistakes. Okay, so let's just fill up these buckets. And now fill up these. I really should have brought my bed with me, so that I didn't have to keep doing this. Okay, let's collect more. I think I made too many. Ah, because I didn't place all the dispensers, did I? Okay, here we go. Select the rest. What is the most junky item in that inventory? I'm gonna go for the dark oak stairs. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go for the cobblestone, which can stack, which I didn't see. Why have I got 2 crafting benches? I guess you can never have too many crafting benches around the area. Let's see what this looks like then. Oh, it all flows that way? That's so frustrating. Okay. You know what? Coming towards that, I actually do think that looks good. When the walls are up and the windows are in and the roof and like the little balcony there, I think this is going to look like a really decent base on top of this mountain, overlooking my very strange cow vending machine over there. Okay, I don't have my fence anymore, so I'm just going to put... Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go down and sleep, and hopefully my horse doesn't wander off again. Got him. He was trying to wander off, but I mean, I don't even know how he managed last time, because there's literally only one exit for my base, because I don't think he can go through my doors. Well, he can fit with me riding, but I don't think he would, like, pathfind through that. I could be completely wrong, though. I probably am, seeing as I managed to try to craft a bucket in a dispenser. I mean, yeah, that's pretty stupid. Okay. Come on, come over here. I shouldn't have got off that close. Not that close, that far away. Okay, I've also, yeah, I brought my bed with me so I can actually sleep now and skip the night. Because it's a bit of a pain having to trail all the way back over there. Because it doesn't look far, but it actually is kind of far. Well, it's not far, but it still takes a bit of time. It's a bit tedious because night comes quite quickly when you're doing projects like this. Okay, so all the walls are in. I'm hoping that this will work. Although, I don't know if redstone can travel. Okay, yeah, it can. It actually works. I mean, I know this is literally probably one of the most basic wheat farms you can make, but yeah, that works quite well. Okay, so then we just need to have another stream here, and then right in the corner over here we'll just have a hopper. Although, is that 8 blocks? Okay, so this is all done. This is really temporary. I will, once I expand it, I'll make much nicer water streams, and I'll actually probably make a decent little collection area for the wheat. But yeah, I think this is fine for now. Let's see if this actually works then. I'm going to make a lever because I can't be bothered to constantly be replacing that. So, picks up the water. All flows down. I replan. It's just growed back. That was really fast. That's amazing. And then, boom. All washes down. Let's just test it out there. It's really... That actually moved really quick. Okay, and it goes down. Collected by the hopper. And that is absolutely perfect. So now I just need to plant loads of seeds in here and hopefully it'll work. So something I completely didn't take into account was the water flow. So I did think I was just going to run it around the sides, but it doesn't spread to this middle block here, which is really irritating because the only thing I can think of would be to move one of these columns over just by one, and then it would spread to that block, and that would mean removing this dispenser, and then we can just have it in like sections like this, like little modules that run all the way along. And then I think that's basically the only way out of this. I could place just one block there, but I don't know how that would work. I could put it underneath this block here, I think, but I don't know how well that would spread. I still feel like we might get just some blocks which aren't... I can't place that. Okay, there we go. And my hose actually survived longer than I thought it would. Okay, let's see how that goes. It depends if that water block can saturate these here. If not, then the one there would saturate like up to 4, I think, and then these ones wouldn't be. So we'll just have to see. I'll put it in the other block as well. If this does work, then that's fantastic. And it means that this is basically the maximum size that you can get per module, which is just a complete coincidence of how many dispensers I just decided to place down at the time, which is pretty good. It's nice when things work out like this. But that doesn't saturate that block. So it doesn't work, which means I'm probably going to have to shuffle this over by 1, but I will not bore you having to watch that. I'll just do that at some point. Okay, I'm just going to place some water here, and let's just wait for this to grow and see how well it works. I think just here will do. Okay. So yeah, it is literally just the final 4 center pieces, or even 3 actually. Yeah, the final 3 on the edges of the first 2, because the last one is saturated by the water that I have at the end carrying the block. So it's not too big of a deal. I could just leave them, but I probably will just shuffle this over. I just got to wait for this to grow now so I can test it. It works perfectly. Okay, so some have grown. I was going to wait for them all to grow, but I didn't see the point. And also a really good thing about making this in different modules is, like, at the moment there is literally no point in me making this any bigger because I just don't have the seeds. So as I use this, I can expand it when I get more seeds. So that's pretty good. So like once this is full, I can start working on filling a new module up and so on. But let's just test this out and see how it works. So I probably shouldn't stand too close because I will pick it up. So all the seeds flowing down nicely all enter. Oh, okay, that was really stupid of me. I didn't see that, so let's just collect these seeds and make that look like it never happened. And second time lucky. Okay, so all the seeds are collected and yeah, that didn't quite work as I planned there. Is that just because they flew too far? I guess I could overcome that by doing this and then just collecting. Wait, place a block. Do you know, those stairs that I threw out would have been so handy right now. Okay, so that's all fixed now. So they shouldn't overpass the hopper. They should just go straight into the hopper and then straight into this now double chest. I did not mean to place that. So anyway guys, this has been quite a long episode. Despite the fact that I've not actually done as much as I thought I would have done, I didn't think it was as long as it is. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye, have fun.